Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalie and today I'm starting another booktubers slash like book content creators choose my reads for a week. I know you guys really liked this the first time I did it, so I'm going to do it again this week. And the very first person I'm starting with is Lauren Sydney, also known as Lauren's Reading Corner on Instagram. I'm sure a lot of you guys follow her. She has the best content and she also has a YouTube channel, so I'll link all that down below. But I really want to get through some of my physical TBR. So what I did for each of the girls is I kind of went through their Goodreads honestly and chose 2 books that they've already read that I have on my physical TBR, and then I asked them to choose between the 2 what one they would recommend. For Lauren, I did A Flicker in the Dark and The Mistake, which is the second book in the Off-Campus series, and she chose A Flicker in the Dark. I kind of figured she would choose that one because she talked a lot about it on Instagram and how she loved it, but I was really excited about that because I am definitely in a thriller mood right now and I haven't read one for a long time, so I'm really happy she chose that. But that is the book I'm going to start tonight. It's already 8 o'clock on Sunday, so I probably won't get through too much tonight, but I'm going to start it tonight and then I'll update you guys what I think about it. But I'm very excited to read another thriller, so let's just get on into reading. Okay, first off, ignore my hair. I don't know what this is. I just wanted to get my hair out of my face and this is what happened. So I'm sorry it looks so weird. It did not turn out how I wanted it to, but that's besides the point. It is Monday, May 1st. Happy May 1st and happy Met Gala Day. I've been looking forward to watching the Met Gala all day, so I'm going to try to read in between watching it because I love to see all the looks and like see what people think about them. It's almost 6:30, but I wanted to show you guys how far I am on A Flicker in the Dark. I kind of already knew I was going to probably like this book before going into it because I read All the Dangerous Things by her and I gave it a 5 star. So I already like went into it knowing I would probably like it because I love her writing style. I definitely predicted right because I love this book so much so far. I am on chapter 19, page 148. I'm gonna get over halfway tonight and then finish it tomorrow. This book is about Chloe Davis. She is now a grown adult, but back when she was like 12 years old, her dad kidnapped and murdered 6 girls from their town. They lived right outside Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So her dad ended up being a serial killer basically, and she kind of uncovered it when she was super young. So she has a crazy backstory. Her dad's in prison now and it's in present time. She, you know, is a psychologist now. She has her own practice and she has an older brother too that's in this book. But now we're in present time and girls have started to go missing again, and they're kind of trying to figure out what's going on and why these girls are going missing and the bodies are being found and all that. So it's very crazy already. I have 2 predictions already of who I think the killer is going to be, so we'll see as I get further if I'm correct about those, because I feel like they're too obvious for them to be correct, you know, so we'll have to see. But I'm loving this book so far and I'm very excited to read more of it tonight. I'm so glad Lauren chose it because I love Stacey Willingham's writing. I'm very excited to finish this and see what happens. We are doing pretty good so far and I'm gonna go read some more tonight and I'll update you guys if anything happens, or I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi, it's 6:08 on Tuesday now. I have been flying through A Flicker in the Dark. I'm on page 293, chapter 39 right now. So I'm definitely gonna finish this tonight, which I'm so excited about. I have loved every second of it. The suspect of all the recent killings right now is very obvious, but I feel like there's gonna be a twist. Really hoping that it's just a complete change at the end. It'll be interesting to find out what happens, but I'm definitely gonna finish this one tonight and then we'll move on to my next one and I'll tell you guys who chose that. So I'm very excited, but I'm going to have my night and finish this book and then I'll update you guys on my final thoughts once I'm finished. So let's go finish this and see how it ends. Guys, I have officially finished A Flicker in the Dark. This book was absolute perfection in the thriller world. I'm obsessed with Stacey Willingham's writing. The 2 books I read by her, 5 stars all around. I was obsessed with this book. I flew through it. To be completely honest, I did kind of predict the ending, but there were like so many turns that didn't add up from what I predicted. I can't really say too much without giving a spoiler, but I had 2 people in my head that I thought could possibly be a part of the murders. One of them was very obvious and it didn't turn out to be that person, which I'm thankful for because that would have been way too obvious. The other person that I thought it could have been did have something to do with it, but in like a completely different way than I expected. The ending was so insane. But Lauren, thank you for picking this because I was obsessed. I'm definitely giving it a 5 stars. Like, it is hard for me to rate thrillers 5 stars, but Stacey William just does it for me. She knows how to write a thriller. 10 out of 10 recommend if you're into that kind of stuff. It was so good. We're ending our Tuesday night on a high. Tomorrow I'm going to start the next book by our next booktuber, but I'm going to tell you guys that tomorrow morning. Hi guys, happy Wednesday. It's actually 7:30. I'm just checking in before I go to work. I just wanted to introduce the next booktuber that I chose to pick between 2 books. So the next booktuber I chose was Nicoletta. She's also known as Nick's Bookshelf _ on Instagram. She's literally stunning, like the most beautiful human being, and she's so kind, but I just love her reels especially. I think that's how I found her. But she has a booktube as well, so I'm gonna leave everything linked down below so you guys can check her out. But I asked her to pick between Happened One Summer and The Mistake, which is the second book in the Off-Campus series, and she ended up picking The Mistake. Very excited. I really liked The Deal, which is the first book in the Off-Campus series, and this is the second one. Basically, it's like a hockey, sports, college romance again, so we'll see what happens. This one's about college junior John Logan, and he's a hockey star. He basically ends up hooking up with this girl named Grace, and she comes back the next year and decides that she wants him to work for her affection this year. So we'll see what it's more about once I get further, but I just wanted to introduce the book before I start reading it today. I will check in with you guys later this afternoon once I get into it, and so we can talk about it. But happy Wednesday, and I will check back in with you guys later. Hi guys, it's now Wednesday night, 7:30 almost, but I was able to read quite a bit throughout the day. So I'm already on page 104, chapter 13. I kind of had to remember what happened in the first book, but they added the details and now I remember. John Logan is the main character in this book, and he is Garrett's best friend from the first book, if you've read The Deal before. So John Logan, who goes by Logan basically in this book, likes Hannah, which is his best friend Garrett's girlfriend from the first book. Logan's basically looking for a distraction because he doesn't want to think about Hannah and knows he shouldn't because his best friend is literally dating her. He ends up meeting Grace, who is a freshman at Briar, hooks up with her a few times, but then kind of like decides that he likes her. He basically just told Grace that he was kind of hooking up with her to get over someone else, and she's freaked out on him, obviously. That's kind of where I'm at in the story. So we'll see how it turns from here, but I am really liking it so far. Again, like, I loved the first book, so I kind of figured I would like this one as well. I'm gonna sit here and read and see how far I can get tonight. Let's get to reading. Happy Friday. It's now Friday. I forgot to record yesterday. I just had a lot going on. I finished The Mistake this morning, so we are done with this book. I really liked it. I just like the Off-Campus series in general. I have already ordered the rest of the series because I just think it's like a fun read. It's definitely a little spicy if you like that kind of stuff, and I just like the stories in general. I kind of didn't update you as much as I would like to on this book, but basically Grace goes back to Briar University in her sophomore year. John Logan, who is like her crush and the one that likes her, he comes back and he's a senior this next year. They went on with their summer. He kept trying to contact her, but she just ignored all of his calls and texts. And then they come back to university in the fall. He obviously like still is trying to get her, but she makes him do this whole list of crazy things to accept a date with him. Basically, he ends up doing them because he really likes her and wants a relationship with her. They end up going on a date, and then their relationship kind of blossoms from there. I'm going to give this book a 4 out of 5. I really liked it, and it's just a fun read. I just love these books, so I'm giving this a 4, and I'm glad I got to read the second book in this series. I have some things I have to go do, and then I'm gonna come back, introduce our last booktuber and our last book of the video. So I'll see you guys when I decide to start reading again. It's a little bit later on Friday afternoon now. It's about 4 o'clock, and we are gonna hop into our last book, which was picked by the one and only Allie Good. I'm sure you guys all know her content, but again, everything will be linked linked down below. She has the most like creative soul, and she's like the most genuine person. So I'm very excited that she was able to pick my last read of the week, but I asked her to pick between Funny You Should Ask and Icebreaker, and she chose Icebreaker, which I'm really excited about. This is like a hockey, figure skating, sports romance book. I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I'm excited to jump into it. So I will let you guys know once I read more what the whole premise of this is about, but I'm excited to start it. So I'm gonna sit here. It's such a beautiful afternoon. It's like 70 degrees out. I have my window open. It's a great reading day. We're gonna hop into this, and then I'll let you guys know in a little bit how I feel. But thank you so much, Allie, for picking my last read, and I'm excited to hop into it. It is now Saturday. I have not honestly read too much of this book. It's 7:20. We've been like inside and outside all day because it's super nice out, so I want to take advantage of that, but I have read some today. I'm on chapter 15, page 128. I'm like loving Icebreaker so far. It's honestly very similar to the book I read just before this because it's based around hockey in college, the boy trying to get the girl, so it's very, very similar. But honestly, I'm liking this one a little bit better so far. At this point, the hockey team, their rink has been completely ruined by a different team that kind of vandalized it, so they are having to practice on the ice skating rink, and so they're kind of having to share their time, which has been difficult because they're both like obviously really dedicated to their sports. But that means that like the hockey players and the ice skaters are starting to get to know each other better. So Stas, which is like Anastasia, I don't know if it's pronounced Anastasia or Anastasia, but she goes by like Stassi, so I'm just gonna call her Stassi. She is an ice skater obviously, and she's getting to know Nathan, which I really like Nathan. He's like a really great character so far, and I like how he's like trying to grovel for Stassi's attention. They're kind of starting to form a little bit of a relationship. It's kind of just like a hooking up fling right now, but he definitely wants to make it more than she does. She's like not interested in a committed relationship right now. The dynamic is really interesting between the two of them, but I'm really liking it so far. So I'm going to sit here and read as much as I can because I'm trying to finish this book by tomorrow so I can, you know, get this video up for you guys. So we're gonna sit down and read our book, and I'll update you guys if anything happens and how far I get once I read a little bit more. But also, this book has like a dedicated playlist on one of the first pages, and I've been listening to it the whole time just like on repeat, and I really love it. That's been really great. But I'm going to sit here and read, and I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, it's now Sunday. It's around 12 o'clock. I've been reading quite a bit this morning. I was quite behind yesterday, but we only have less than 100 pages left. I'm on page 328, and I think there's 426 pages, so we're like just under 100 pages. But I wanted to update you guys like what is happening currently, because there's been a lot that's happened. Stassi's partner Aaron got into an accident and hurt his wrist, so he is no longer able to compete in their competition that could possibly take them to the Olympics. And Nate is banned from skating because he took the blame for Aaron getting hurt, even though he had nothing to do with it. So basically Nate stepped up and decided he would be Stassi's partner for skating. So he's been learning the whole ice skating thing and lifts and jumps and all of that. So that's been really cute because he just cares so much about her, and I love how he feels about her. It like makes my heart flutter. It's now Christmas break. They went to Stassi's house. They are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. Nate met her parents, and then they went to Colorado where he's from. He has a really bad relationship with his dad. He doesn't even want her to like really meet him. So his dad's away. They're staying in his childhood home alone right now. Their relationship is just like really blossoming. They are on the verge of telling each other they love one another. I just really love their relationship. I think it's so adorable. They care so much about each other, which I absolutely love. I'm excited to read the last like 100 pages, and then we will be done with all 3 books for the week, so I can tell you guys what I rate this one. So let's go finish her. I have officially finished Icebreaker, and oh my god, I think this is one of my favorite book couples I've ever read. I loved them so much. I thought they were so great for each other. They just like made one another better the whole story, and I loved their love so much. So I'm rating Icebreaker a 5-star, which I honestly didn't think I would, but here we are, and it was so good. I 100% recommend this book. I was very obsessed with it, and you need to read it if you haven't. But the ending has a lot of spoilers, so I'm not really gonna like say what happens in the end, but just know that you need to go read this book, and I'm obsessed. So thank you, Allie, for picking this book because I loved it so much, and I'm so happy I finally got to read it. But that was my final book of the week where booktubers choose my reads for the week. So thank you, Lauren, Nicoletta, and Allie for choosing my reads. They were all super great books, and again, these were books on my TBR, so I had them choose between 2 books that I gave them. So thank you guys for choosing between the books I gave you options for. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.